We turn now to actor Simu Liu and his amazing rise to stardom. The 33-year-old had a whirlwind year after starring as Marvel's first Asian superhero. Liu was named one of Time's 100 most influential people. Now he has a new book, We Were Dreamers, about his life growing up as an immigrant kid in Canada. Nancy Chen talked with Liu about his success, the ups and downs of his childhood, and the life that his parents dreamed he would have.
It's headed for the village!
After the blockbuster success of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings,
I am your host tonight, as well as a fellow member of the 2022 Time 100.
Simu Liu has become one of Hollywood's hottest stars.
This past year has been pretty incredible for you.
Yeah, it's been almost embarrassingly successful. I don't really know how to really process it all. I'm still kind of struggling.
Thank you so much.
And as sold-out crowds line up on tour for his best-selling new book,
CSS, yeah, sure.
it's not slowing down anytime soon.
What did it mean to you to be cast as the first Asian Marvel superhero?
It meant the realization of that childhood dream, to matter, to be seen. Just the idea that people who grow up in ordinary circumstances can be called to do extraordinary things.
But as the 33-year-old details in his memoir, We Were Dreamers, his family life was far from ordinary and often tumultuous.
This book is written for all of the children of immigrant families who struggled to navigate their two cultures, who dealt with trauma at home, but also dealt with trouble fitting in at school, and just, struggled to make sense of the world because they were constantly trying to figure out which one they truly belonged in.
Liu spent his early years in China, separated from his parents after they immigrated to Canada for graduate school.
I was left in the care of my grandparents, my yeye and my nai. I lived a wonderful life with them until I was about 4.5, when one day my dad showed up at the door. He said, "Hey, I'm here to take you away to your new life." I was being sold on this utopia that was like, this is everything you ever wanted. But I had everything I ever wanted,
Life with his parents near Toronto instead brought turmoil, both physical and verbal, amplified by unrelenting pressure, a painful experience he revisited by interviewing his parents for his book.
You talk about your childhood as a war zone at times.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, home was not a safe space for me, especially during those teenage years. It was like, I went to school to escape being at home, and I would find reasons to hang out with my friends so that I wouldn't have to come home. I want to talk about the things that happened in the hopes that families like ours will read it and will choose to do better. Because there were so many things that really my parents either didn't see or didn't consider, or just were too anxious about, the bare necessities of survival to really worry about.
Movies became a source of escapism, the idea of acting a fantasy.
Did you always want to be an actor?
I would say yes. I was always so fascinated by movies growing up, and the more fantastical they were, the more I just wanted to dive in. Growing up as an immigrant kid, you just feel like nobody sees you, you're completely invisible, and here were all these movies about, take Star Wars, it was like this kid that grows up in this distant planet, but is being told he is the chosen one, you have a special destiny. And I used to imagine myself in that situation. I wanted to be that guy.
Instead, Liu attended business school, but was laid off after just 8 months as an accountant, a moment he describes as freeing, pushing him to pursue his dream of acting.
I heard him. My parents didn't realize this at the time, but the reason why they were working so hard and sacrificing was so that I could have the opportunity and the freedom to define my own success. I'm not closing the door. This is my manager's office.
In 2016, he landed a role in the groundbreaking Canadian sitcom Kim's Convenience. Not long after, Liu was up for the role of a lifetime as Shang-Chi.
I called my parents, and I was like, guys, I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. And and my mom said, whether you get this job or not doesn't change how much we love you. It's just a matter of time for you. We believe in you. And that was everything I needed to hear. I felt like alone, as this kind of lone wolf person against the world. I'd been doing pretty good for myself, but I just felt like with the support of my family behind me and my community, I could do anything.
And he's proven he can. He says his relationship with his parents is now stronger than ever and hopes his success helps create more representation for Asians in Hollywood.
I'm going to be unapologetic about who I am and where I come from, and I'm going to be a representative.
You've hosted SNL, Time 100 Most Influential People. The world is your oyster. What is next for you?
I want to tell the stories that really matter so that, kids, the Asian kids watching today can turn on the TV and feel what we never did, which is, this was made for me.
This was made for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice piece.
You know,
You like the style there?
yeah, the no shirt with
Very
the buckle.
handsome man. Quite a journey.
Yeah.
I like his story, though. I mean, it just shows you everybody has a story. You would not know that he had that background and that kind of came from such a tumultuous place to be doing what he's doing.
And going out
Bravo.
for that big role, the one that we all know him for, his parents just saying, no matter what,
And then calling your
we're
parents.
proud of you.
I like that.
We got you. We got your back regardless. We're proud
And
of
the
you.
understanding of his parents' journey as well, and they're now in a better place than they were when they were younger.
Having that awareness,
It's a nice capstone.
Yeah.